Good afternoon, everybody. Rose Thorne here. Today I am doing a react video to Foodie Beauty's community post where she posted a really crappy thumbnail and she was basically flipping the finger to all the reaction channels. So this is not going to be a react to one of her live streams. This is strictly about her community post. Let me just go ahead and bring up the community post so you can see it right along with me. So there's the community post. And it says, for reaction channel thumbnails, Merry Christmas, ya filthy animals. So here is the thumbnail that she provided that was monstrously big. Chantal, I have seen better thumbnails on Twitter. As a matter of fact, when I make my thumbnails for the react videos, that's where I get the pictures is from Twitter. So this thumbnail that you're giving us, it's really awful. It's unusable. It's so blurry. But for those who are not aware, Chantal did a live stream last night called McRage, where she was just in a mood. She was in a serious mood. She ate a bunch of food earlier than the live stream. She ate at a sushi restaurant. I knew by seeing her at the sushi restaurant, she was not done for the day eating because the portion at the sushi restaurant was not going to fill her up. And I wasn't wrong because then she went straight home and she said, oh, I'm not hungry. And I made a mistake and I ordered McDonald's. And then she proceeded to eat a bunch of food from McDonald's, a fillet of fish, fries, milkshake, the whole 9 yards, apple pie, all of it, all of it. So for someone who wasn't hungry, she sure ate a lot of food. So this thumbnail that we're looking at right now, I looked at some of the comments to see the source of it, and this is a thumbnail that was taken at, if everybody remembers Salty Shannon, who was her BFF for many years. Shannon's father passed away recently, and this picture was taken at his memorial or his wake or his funeral, I'm not sure, but it was taken at a time when everybody was mourning his passing. And Foodie just found it appropriate to take a selfie during all of that. So she posted the selfie from that situation and using it to basically flip off the reaction channels, make it make sense. So I wanted to react to the comments because the comments are amazing. So let's go down to the comments. Enola Rave Mayor says, here's an idea. Show your haters that you have an ounce of humanity in you and don't try to grab the spotlight when there's an actual grieving human being around you. I agree. I agree. Foodie, she just doesn't know when to put the camera down. She really doesn't. Even in situations where she should put her camera away and just focus on what's going on, she always takes her camera out and, oh, let's do a selfie right now. Y'all remember when her grandmother was in the hospital? Foodie went into the hospital and took a selfie with her grandma. And that would not have been a bad thing if she kept the selfie to herself as something private, but she made sure to post it on her community post. And in my opinion, complete bad taste. Her grandmother was dying, and to take a picture of a dying relative and post it on YouTube, not the thing to do. So Chantal taking pictures at inappropriate times, this is not the first time she's done it. She's done it before. She's done it before. CFFCCC says, if this woman is awake, she's either live streaming or watching other people react to her live streaming and eating, of course, but she can do that at the same time. Yeah, that's all her life consists of, is turning on her camera, eating, whining, crying, bitching, manipulating people, pissing people off. That's what she does. That's what she does. That's basically the summary of her life for the last 2 years, is turning on a camera and finding a way to make money without actually doing any work. Just showcasing everything and every topic she can think of and milking everything for money. That's Chantal's life in a nutshell. Captain Crunch says, This actually looks better than half of the selfies you try and flex on. I don't usually talk about others' looks, but as you do every single live, I feel okay. I'm telling you that you are even uglier on the inside than on the outside. You don't want a toxic environment? Then be a good, wholesome person. Otherwise, stop complaining about reaction channels. You need them. I feel that you're right, Captain Crunch. She's very ugly on the inside, and even if she ate every bit of makeup that she owns, it still would not fix even half the ugly she's got going on inside. She's a vile, rotten, putrid person on the inside. She's soulless. She's thoughtless. She's tasteless. Uh, she complains about having a toxic environment. She said last night in her rage video, I don't want a toxic environment and I'm not putting up with it anymore. Well, the one component that makes it toxic is her. She's the one creating all the toxicity. It's not the people that come in, it's the things that she does and that she says that make people feel a certain kind of way. They remark on it on her live stream and elsewhere, and then she gets mad. She gets mad for people feeling a certain kind of way and saying their opinions and feelings on what she brings to her channel. And I find it outrageous that this woman, this creature, actually has the balls to think that not only can she control the narrative on her channel, but she thinks she has the right to tell people where they can go on YouTube and what they can say. And she also feels that if there's a private Discord server, that nobody should go into a Discord and talk about her. A Discord is a private thing, and people are allowed to say what they want in private. So Chantal over there trying to run a dictatorship or a cult and tell people what to say and where they can say it. If you don't like the things that people are saying about you, Chantal, how about doing the one thing that you need to do, and that's change your ways. Change what you put on your channel. Change the content. Make it much more positive, and then people will have less awful things to say about you. Biotich says, it's not harassment to talk about you in a private Discord. It is private for a reason. Agreed. So Chantal was so angry last night. She goes, oh, I feel so betrayed. I'm so betrayed. They were talking about me on Discord, and talking all kinds of mad trash about me. And they shouldn't be doing that. People are allowed to say what they want, where they want to say it. And you know what? There's an old saying, Chantal. You don't like it? Don't look. Stay on your channel. Have your hug box. But don't expect every YouTube channel and every server to be an extension of your hug box. People come to your channel and they say what they say to you, but it doesn't mean they aren't allowed to express a different opinion elsewhere. So there was a private Discord and people were talking about you. I don't know which one of your beezers got in there and snitched, but that was wrong of them to snitch because it's a private Discord. What are they hurting? They're just talking about you. They have a right to talk about you. You're coming on your channel doing all kinds of toxic behavior. Of course you're going to get people frustrated and angry. Who wouldn't get frustrated and angry with you after dealing with you for 5 minutes? Let them say what they want to say elsewhere. They're not saying it in your room. They're saying it somewhere else. Leave people alone to have freedom of speech. LJ says, the face you make when you retract your essay and kidnapping allegations. Yeah, miss, I'm dropping the charges. I will die on the hill with what I said before. I don't think any charges actually got filed. I think it was all a ruse. It was just another story arc for her to milk people out of money, and it worked. And she carried on with it for over 10 days after the charges got allegedly dropped. She milked people out of money for a while before she finally came clean and said, oh, I dropped the charges. Please. They never got filed in the first freaking place. Piano Keyboard says, Chantal, I am a lover, not a hater. Also, Chantal, I'm going to tattoo F Charlie on my middle finger. You know, Chantal likes to tell herself dialogue to make herself believe she's a good person. She's not a good person. No good person would get on YouTube and say the things that she said. No good person would get on YouTube and act the way that she does. But she keeps trying to convince herself on the inside that she's a good person, that she does no wrong, when we all know the truth over here. So yeah, in the live stream last night, Chantal said she was going to tattoo F Charlie on her middle finger, but she's not a hater. No, 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 not at all. Onog says, I thought you loved the reaction channels because they archived all of your proof against Natter. Yeah, isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? See, that just proves what I said before. All of Chantal's relationships and friendships are transactional. You know, she'll like you as long as you got something to offer her. But the moment you have no use, she has no use for you. You know, so she was against the reaction channels before and speaking out against them. But then when she filed these charges, suddenly she likes us. Now she's back to not liking us. See how much she's flip-flopping? Let me tell you something, Chantal. The only place that flip-flops are appropriate is the beach. But you flip-flop all the time from one thing to the next thing. But you don't lie. You just change your mind. Remember? You just change your mind. Ashley Wilcox says, you'd be so irrelevant without reaction channels. You should thank them. Thank you. I've said that. Thank you. Without the reaction channels, where would Chantal be? Her content is boring. It's boring and it's irritating. She's so lazy now, she can't be bothered to do edited videos. And those don't take that long to do. She knows what to do for editing. She just can't be bothered. She makes far too much money doing the live streams, and all she's got to do is turn on the freaking camera and start talking. That's effortless. So she makes all kinds of money with no work. And if we're going to be honest here, and we are, we reaction channels put more time, effort, and work into her content than she does. We take all the footage, we cut it down to what's important, we put it in a video or a live stream, we react to it. We put more time, effort, thought, and work into her stuff than she does. She can't even say, I do more work in the reaction channels. Oh, no, honey, you don't. You don't. We have to be right there when you do a video sometimes, when it's spicy, because if we're not, you're going to dirty delete stuff. We put more time, thought, energy, effort, editing into your stuff than you do. Think about that. And you wonder why the people like the reaction channels more. Because we're actually working over here. And without all of us, your face, your image, your name would not get spread all over YouTube the way that it has, and you would not be making the money that you do. So you know what, Chantal? You're welcome, sis. Stop bitching about us. You owe us a big one. Lay Lib says, that's what you look like every day, and you should be the last person to call anybody filthy. Yeah, I found that ironic. Her calling us a bunch of filthy animals. Look at the way she lives. I rest my case. You know, we don't need to go beyond that. Just look at the way she lives, and she's no one to call anybody a filthy animal. Rhonda says, I'm so impressed with you. You took the filters off. Way to stand up for every woman. Insert sarcasm here. Yeah, Chantal's weird. She comes on camera sometimes without the filters. Sometimes she comes on with the filters. I don't understand why she doesn't just abandon all the filters and just let it all hang out. We all know what she looks like without the filters. Just come clean. You know, come completely clean. Another one says, if you took that picture at Shannon's dad's funeral and posted with that comment, you are absolutely disgusting. See, I wasn't there to know when or where that picture was taken, but if she took that picture at Shannon's father's funeral or the wake, like I said, completely tasteless, disgusting, inappropriate. But that's Chantal. Any opportunity to take a picture or do a video, she's all about that life. Foodie Beauty actually replied to that saying Shannon took the picture at her house. Another one came back saying, that's not a time for posting with a comment like that, though. You were there to be respectful to your friend's loss, not to be focusing on your own vindictiveness. You really think the entire universe revolves around you, don't you? So, Foodie just said Shannon took the picture at her house. I seriously doubt that's true. I mean, if there is a wake going on, a memorial, and that is her dad, I seriously doubt Shannon would be in the headspace to take a selfie with somebody or take a selfie of somebody else, you know? Like she's mourning her father. So I don't believe that to be true. I don't think Shannon would be taking that picture of Foodie. I think Foodie took that of herself, just looking for a photo op. Casey says in reply, you know she took the smiling selfie at the funeral and BS Shannon took it. Yeah, I'm agreeing with you. Shannon, I can almost guarantee you Shannon did not take that picture. You know, your father just passes away and you're at his memorial and you're consumed with sorrow and grief and loss. You're not going to be thinking about taking a picture of somebody. That, that would be just out of character. Aquarius Princess says, right, so Shannon stopped the funeral just to take a picture of you, just like she did Snow at her daughter's party. Let's see. Minka says, it's in bad taste. I wouldn't be caught taking a smiling selfie at a funeral memorial. There's absolutely no way Shannon took that photo. She's been distraught over losing her father. Captioning that photo in the way Chantal did is even worse. You members are just as delusional as Chantal if you believe it for a split second. That I don't believe it. I've been to a few funerals in my life, and I've never seen somebody whip out a camera and want to take a selfie right then and there. Everybody is just mourning the loss of the loved one. So if Chantal took that picture during this wake of memorial, vile, absolutely vile. Not the place, not the time, Chantal. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Says, thanks to that neck, you're immune from being choked to death. Astrolic says, this makes me realize maybe I'm not so ugly. Crime Prevention says, dang, your slimming filters are magical. Casey says, did you really take a smiling selfie at your friend's father's funeral? So everybody's calling her out for this picture. Like when she took it and where she took it. And I don't blame them. It's outrageous. It's outrageous. Let's see. Winter says, show them haters who runs them. Huh? Show the haters who runs them. Oh, I love the replies. Aquarius Princess says, only thing she runs is circles. Soup says she can't even run, bro. Amy Jade Hendricks says the only thing this buffalo runs is her mouth. Naz Deca says the only thing that runs is her bumhole from all the greasy fast food she eats. Glamma Mayhem says, if it wasn't for all the reaction channels, you wouldn't have all the views and you wouldn't be collecting those checks like you are. You should probably say thank you to them. Agreed. I said that. I said that. She hates the reaction channels because we have our opinions about her. She hates us, but yet in an indirect way, we're promoting her, which means more exposure for her channel, which means more potential for new subs and new membership signups and more super chats. She should be thanking us. We're part of her food chain. Imagine for a moment if there were no reaction channels to Chantal. It was just her channel alone. That would mean she would have to do all of the promotion of her channel herself in some sort of way and getting her name out there. Her channel wouldn't be as big, I promise you. And she wouldn't have as many people on her channel, especially these last couple of years, the way the content's been so boring and so monotonous and toxic. Her channel would have tanked a long time ago. The reaction channels are the ones pumping blood into her dead channel and keeping it alive. So you're welcome, Chantal. You're welcome for the help. You may not like us. You may call us bloodsuckers and leeches, but girl, you're the biggest leech of all. You come onto your channel and you will suck the life out of everyone around you. And you actually have the balls, the audacity that you will profit off of the pain and suffering of people who've been through SA and DV to make their money and make a check every month. So before you come to us and call us leeches, girl, you're the biggest one of all. You're the biggest one in the pond. No one is as big as you. Let's see. Electric Slider says, better look in the mirror before you call anyone filthy or trashy. Let's see. Stella P says, this is just pitiful. You literally cannot turn off the camera at any sort of event. And don't say it is your job. Everyone should take your phone at the door before allowing you in. You can tell from past videos you cannot read the room. And don't say it, I always ask. You should get it, stop it, or stay home with your butt kissers online. She has no regard for anybody else's life or personal life or right to privacy. If she can take her camera somewhere and put it in somebody's face and exploit them for content, she will. She doesn't care. She has no sense of caring about other people. Let's see. Jessica Yala says, I'm so impatiently waiting for this beast to lose her channel or go to jail. Chantal keeps pushing things in that direction of something happening. And what something is going to happen, I do not know. But, you know, she just keeps pushing the limit. And she just thinks she's untouchable. Well, I got news for Chantal. Everybody's touchable. Everybody. And if you build up your karma checks, eventually they get cashed. So keep pushing it, you know. Fuck around and find out. Let's see. What? What is this? Layleaf says, at least you deleted your comment using John Bonet and one of your so-called retorts. That's disgusting. She was a child that was murdered. What redeeming qualities do you have again? What? What is this? What comment about John Bonet? That is horrible. That poor little girl. And she was using that as a reference for something? Oh, Chantal, you are disgusting. Shame on you. What is this? Jessica says, can you call the cops on Koki again? Your streams are getting boring. Need another police jail arc, or maybe get super high on snow and live stream at the trap. Yeah, that would be entertaining. Well, I don't want to see Chantal in any kind of chemicals. You know, I I don't like the idea of suggesting for Chantal to do drugs. I don't like the idea of her doing drugs and maybe something of a medical nature happening on camera in front of all of us. I mean, that would be a nightmare. A lot of people would be traumatized. So I wouldn't suggest that. I would rather Chantal do something positive for her channel and get the views that way. I'm not over here saying hurt yourself to cause some drama, to cause a rage so that I can do a reaction video. I would rather her just get her head out of her ass and do what she needs to do for her channel to get it back on track. You know, it's this nonsense has gone on long enough. It's time to put a full stop to it and take a different direction. Let's see. Christy K says, it was pretty obvious you found out how to filter your live stream at Foodie Beauty, especially when you kept saying, "Doesn't my face look thin?" And that's without filters, all while shoving Mickey D's in your face. I'm losing weight, guys. What a BSer. Yeah, she's not losing weight. There's no possible way. How could she lose weight if her portions are out of control, she's eating way too much food, and she's not doing any kind of activity to burn off the calories? She's not walking, she's not swimming, she's not running, she's not lifting weights, no cardio, no aerobics. How are you going to burn off the calories of the foods you eat? If you eat and you're sitting all the time, you're basically static all day, all night. All you're doing is putting on more weight. You're loading up the calories, but you're not burning them off. So therefore, you're not going to lose weight. This is not hard to figure out. Let's see. Blah 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 says your face shouldn't look this drastically different than the pics you post on Instagram. Quit the catfish. You already are fishy enough. Oh my. Yeah, I find Chantal to be an interesting case because she's someone that she talks about being body positive and she has this tough girl attitude. I don't care what people think of me. I'm going to be as offensive and gross as I want to be. And yet, so many things that she does and that she says contradict that. For someone who's so body positive, she's constantly using filters while she's live streaming and when she takes pictures to alter her appearance as much as possible. And she doesn't like to go out in public. And when she does go out in public, she wears jackets or a mask or something to cover her chin. So there's so many things that point in the direction of she's not comfortable with herself. So which is it, Chantal? Are you body positive and I'm just going to be me and I don't care what anybody thinks? Or are you not happy with yourself to the point where you're doing everything possible to keep people from seeing your real self? Chantal's doormat toothbrush says, you talk a lot about reaction channels for a person that is supposedly so unbothered by them. Yeah, if she were so unbothered, she would be unbothered. She wouldn't talk about it. She wouldn't think about it. She wouldn't focus on us. But she just can't help herself. She needs something to rage about. When she rages on her live streams, that's when she gets the most views. So she purposely sets things in motion to rage. You know, she looks for reasons to go off. And right now, you know, the reaction channels are the focus of her rage. Let's see. Justin Jesse says, there would not be reaction channels involving you if you were a normal drama-free person. Ever think about that? Well, we'd still react to Chantal, but we'd be doing it in a different way if she weren't bringing the toxic content. All we do is react to what she shows us. That's all we do. We just react to what she shows us. That's it. That's all. You know, we're not here to change her life. We're not here to help her. She's got to help herself. All we're doing is we're sitting ringside and giving our color commentary as the action unfolds. That's all. That's it. That's the whole story. Everybody talking about the filters. Let's see. People saying not funny. Oh, people are saying she's deleting comments. Let's see. So that's it for the comments. But yeah, that's the selfie that she took, I guess, when she was at Shannon's house during Shannon's father's wake, memorial, or funeral. I'm not exactly sure what the deal was, but This is not something that you do if you're at a friend's house and there is a wake or memorial going on. I've been to plenty of funerals. I've never seen anybody take a selfie during a wake or a funeral. Very inappropriate, but this is what she posted up for the reaction channels. We could have gone without it, Chantal. We've got much better pictures of you easily. But thanks, though. But you taking the picture over at Shannon's when that was going on, shame on you. Shouldn't have done that. Anyway, so Chantal's on a live right now. So I'm going to go check it out. Hope you guys have enjoyed this react to the comment section video. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment of your own. Please take care and have a good day.